A black demigod with powers similar to those of Jesus appears in Africa in the 1960s. According to an ancient astronaut theorist whose source was a gentleman who worked for the high-ranking elite, a black man showed up in Africa in the 1960s with anomalous powers similar to that of Jesus. Per local villagers who lived in the area he showed up to, he seemingly appeared out of nowhere, but immediately began performing miracles, healing the sick and feeding the poor. After this, of course, rumors began to spread. Unfortunately, the wrong people caught wind of his existence. This group immediately sent out mercenaries to take him out. Just days later was their first attempt on taking his life. They quickly found out he was more powerful than they had anticipated. After firing the shot and hitting him, he would instantly heal. Now before I continue, please do keep in mind that this is once again a story shared by a particular source. Does it mean it's true? Absolutely not. It is subject to a lot of scrutiny and may or may not be true. So as always, my people, for entertainment purposes only, and also the story gets slightly graphic, so if you don't like that, take leave, please. Per the source, what happened next is absolutely insane. After many unsuccessful assassination attempts, this group tried a different tactic. They approached the gentleman and told him that the United Nations would love to have him and allow him to share his message with the world. The man was surprised and figured they finally came to their senses. So he boarded a plane that was said to be heading to the United Nations headquarters. But he quickly figured out he was lied to, and apparently, using guns, they continued to fire at him over and over again. But every single time, his body would regenerate instantly and heal. So bullets were 100% ineffective. As a result, they go to the next extreme. Warning, this is a little disturbing, but they take him apart into many different pieces. After doing this, they took him and they put him into radioactive shielded containers that wouldn't allow him to regenerate. These containers were very technologically advanced and said to be created using ancient alien technology. Once they did this, they landed the plane, while multiple fighter jets landed alongside of it. These fighter jets each took one of the containers and were ordered to fly them to different parts of the world. So the pilots flew his remains to different corners of the planet. But before burying the containers, they were remotely activated and they incinerated the rest of the remains. The ashes were then buried in a deep grave in the middle of nowhere. Days passed and the men that were behind this eventually got comfortable, becoming almost relieved that they were able to get the job done. But of course, they got comfortable much too quickly. One day, after arriving at work, they settle into their top floor CEO suite style office. Not even thinking about Black Jesus, they heard something behind them, only to turn around and see him standing there, regenerated, fully intact. They couldn't believe their eyes, and absolute terror gripped their hearts. But of course, remember, this gentleman was much like Jesus in his nature. So he did not seek revenge or attack them. He simply said, okay, fine. You don't want my presence here? Then so be it. But be warned, in the near future, I will return, and many like me will be by my side. This time, there will be no stopping us. We will seek and achieve what we come here to do. And hopefully, you're on the right side of things at that moment. After saying those words, the Black Jesus simply vanished and has yet to return to Earth. Oh, what a crazy story, right? I couldn't help but share it. I had to share it because, you know, that's my style. I love to talk about these types of things. And let me know in the comments what you guys think. Did this really take place? Or is it just some crazy made up tale? Regardless, once again, absolutely fascinating. To think that somebody had such powers, or some being had such power. What's more is I can't help but be slightly irritated, if it is true, that we had another opportunity for a Jesus-like scenario, and once again, it was squandered. In the end, it's just something to think about. But I hope y'all enjoyed. Stay in the love, stay in the light. Be kind to others. I am out. Also, if y'all want to check out the source for this story, it's History Channel's Ancient Aliens expert, David Wilcock.
go to Texas. I think we have time for one more call. Kevin, quick, what did you want to know?
I was hoping to find out when Isaiah 63, namely verses 1 through 5, came to pass.
Brian?
What's the passage?
Isaiah 63.
Isaiah 63. Right.
Who is this who comes from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah?
Yeah, this is a picture of the return of Jesus in judgment. And he's the one that's being spoken of here. Why is your apparel red, your garments like one who treads the winepress? I have trodden the winepress alone, and from the peoples no one was with me. Then it goes down, I have stained all my robes, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed has come. So this is the Lord coming to, coming to save Israel and to set up his kingdom on the earth.
So this has not happened yet?
No, this is Revelation 19.
Does that help you, Kevin?
I kind of thought so. It looks similar to Revelation 14, verse 18, after the chosen ones are gathered up. Yeah.
And look at 19, where heaven opens and, he on a white horse comes out from heaven. He has a garment. He's clothed in a garment dipped in blood. And on his thigh is written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Okay. Doesn't Numbers 24 touch on this as well?
Numbers 24. That doesn't strike a familiar note to me. I wouldn't think it would be in Numbers. But if that's the passage that there is something with Balaam, it's prophecy. That he will batter the brow of Moab and something with Edom. Yeah, okay. I think you're right.
Kevin, thanks for your phone call today on Pastor's Perspective. That is all the time we have on today's program. We will be back live tomorrow, so call us then with the questions that you couldn't get through to ask today. 888-564-6173, the number to call tomorrow. We open up the lines about 7 minutes before 3 p.m. Pacific time. God bless you guys. Pastor's Perspective is sponsored by Calvary Chapel.
That's the problem.
He's very calm.
No, I got a problem with every person that got holiday Jack Daniels, and you need to calm down, man.
He's
all
very
right?
calm.
Calm down. Don't let that liquor get to you, man. Be easy. Be straight.
Very calm.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11, verse 8.
God,
answer not before thou hast heard the cause.
The Lord said, don't answer before you hear the cause. Come on.
Neither interrupt men.
God.
In the midst of their talk.
So if we're going to have a dialogue or a debate, whatever, we got to go back and forth.
He's calm.
And
he was having a dialogue.
Now, if you can't do that, brother, you can have a nice night. I'm going to ignore you. Now, easy to throw scriptures and read again from another person. I'm done with him.
The book of Ecclesiastes.
He's no order with him. Read.
Chapter 11, verse 8.
God,
answer not before thou hast heard the cause.
Don't answer before you hear the cause. Come on.
Neither interrupt men.
God.
In the midst of their talk.
So if we're not going to hear each other out and respond respectfully and in order, you can have a nice night. You can yell all you want. I just ignore you. Give me Ecclesiastes 5:1.
Ecclesiastes 5:1.
All right, one statement. Keep it in order and then let me respond to that statement. All right, good.
That I do know.
The Bible and scripture is scripture at another person, right? Where in the Bible does it say hate the white man?
And it goes back to the white man. But I'm going to get it for you. Give me Romans 9:13. Matter of fact, hold on. Get Ecclesiastes 3:1 first. Get Ecclesiastes 3:1. Oh, Lord, let me listen. All right, you make a statement, let me respond. Right, Ecclesiastes 3:1. He said, where does it say in the Bible to hate the so-called white man? We're going to show you. Read.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1.
God.
To everything there is a season.
Now the Lord said, to everything there is a season, God.
And a time.
And there's a time, God.
To every purpose.
To every purpose, God.
Under the heaven.
Under the heaven. There's a time even for hatred. Let's get it, the 8th verse. Read.
Verse 8.
Read.
a time to love.
Now, we in the time to love our people, so-called Black, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian, because we getting shot down by these cops every day.
That's right.
Your black woman is getting raped by a damn perverted damn cop, man. That damn bastard got convicted of 13 counts of rape on black women. This what your white devil police officer
bring it out.
Right, read on, brother. Read.
And a time to hate.
And what?
A time to hate.
The Lord said there's a time to love our people and come together with our brothers and sisters, and a time to hate these so-called white people for murdering us every day. Right, God, read on.
A time of war.
The Lord said there's a time of war. Go ahead.
And a time of peace.
So, hey, I feel sorry for a lot of you black and Latino men, because y'all want to be peaceful with the white man, and he's murdering y'all in the street.
You had no idea where I came from.
I don't know about you, and I don't care to know. I don't care to know. I don't care to know. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Yo, bring your pressure down, yo. Bring your pressure down. Read. Hey, hold on. You know, one question. Where you from?
I'm from Allentown.
Where are you from? Allentown, Pennsylvania? That's all I need. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Read, brother. Read. That's all I need to know. You so-called white people from Pennsylvania are some of the worst racist devils on the earth, man. Man, give me a break.
I got nothing.
Yeah, read it from the top again. Go over that nonsense.
But I'm the white race.
Read.
Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1.
Read what you got, brother. Read. Right? You can't take the heat. Get up out of our kitchen. Straight up. Get up out of our kitchen. Get up out of our kitchen. You can't take the heat. Right? Read what you got, brother. Read. Right, the black man's supposed to just get raped, robbed, murdered, and killed, and we supposed to sit here and look stupid and love everybody. You can get the hell out of here. Right, read what you got, brother. Read.
The book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13.
You ain't running to no Captain Crunch niggas up here. That's right. You ain't running to no cornflakes niggas. That's right. You ain't running to no damn watermelon niggas up here. All right? You don't like what we said, get your ass up out of here. Right? Get your ass up out of here and go kiss under the damn mistletoe.
That's right.
Go kiss under the damn mistletoe. Yo, back the hell up, man. Back up. All right, read. Read what you got. Read. When did Jesus say that? When did Jesus say that?
Verse 13.
Get out of here.
As it is written.
As it is written.
Jacob, have I loved?
Jacob, have I loved? God.
But
Esau, the white race, come on.
Have I hated?
God said he hates you according to the Bible.
He never hated the race.
And we hate you also. God made him. Read it, Romans 9 and 13 again.
People want to change color.
Read it again.
Because of climate. As it is time, Joe.
God, everybody was written. God said, as it is written. Come on.
Jacob, have I loved?
He said, Jacob and the Israelites have I loved, the so-called black, Latino, and Native American. God.
But Esau.
Esau, the biblical name for all so-called white people. God.
Have I hated?
Have
I hated?
God said he hates you so-called white people, and we hate you too. That's it, the Lord. That's it, the Lord. God hates you, and we hate you. That's it, the Lord. This is a real Native American. You know this. This is a real Native American right here. Real Native American right here, my nigga. Now you so-called white people, I'm telling you, you ain't be Native American now. No, you're not. You know this. According to the Bible, we are the true Jews of the Most High. Ain't no we are the true nothing, Joe. Everybody came from the same place. Now, does anybody have any legitimate questions? We ain't got time for emotions and stupidity. Right? Give me a legitimate question.
Why did Jesus come?
Right. I'm going to show you why. Give me Matthew 15:24.
Why did Jesus come to this earth?
Why did Jesus come to this earth to save the Israelites? Matthew 15:24. Let's get it.
We're not Israelites. We should go
You want
kill
to
ourselves.
slavery?
Kill ourselves.
You're going to slavery.
We're going to slavery.
Yes, you're going to slavery.
All right, let's all go to slavery. Let's go. Where do we go? Where do we go? Where's the slavery?
I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you.
Point us to slavery.
Read. Matthew 15:24. Read.
The book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24.
Bring it out.
But he answered and said,
God,
I am not sent.
Christ said, I am not sent, God,
but unto the lost sheep.
Christ said he's only sent to the lost sheep, come on,
of the house of Israel.
You can't get around that. Christ said he's only sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Hey, I'm lost.
So you so-called
I need a savior. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go?
There's no salvation.
Bro,
loved us.
All right, give me Isaiah 45:17. Isaiah 45:17.
God loves everybody equally.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
The world. He said God loves the world. He said God loves the world.
That's a lie.
The world. He never said that.
Let's get it. Isaiah 45:17. Let's get it. I don't want to hear your emotions. I don't want to hear your emotions. I want thus saith the Lord or nothing at all.
It talks just about your
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17.
You're in the Old Testament.
But Israel shall be saved.
And he died for our
And the Lord with his everlasting salvation.
The Israelites shall be saved with everlasting salvation. God,
He shall not be ashamed.
He shall not be ashamed, God.
Nor confounded. World without end.
The world that Christ came for.
Black Lives Matter, right? Black Lives Matter.
World of the Israelites, not the whole world. St. John,
where were you born?
Where were you born? That's irrelevant. I was born in Britain.
Why is that relevant?
That's irrelevant because hold on, wait, listen. Because where you're born doesn't determine your nationality. Wait a minute, man. It's determined by the seed of your father. Let me finish. Right now. Hold on, one time. It's mine. Right, it's mine. Come on, yo, stop trying to provoke him. We're gonna all be respected. Yo. You tempted the spirit, Joe. All right, you tempted the spirit. All right, listen. I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. You trying to come against my physical? I'm not trying to come against your physical. But you testing the spirit, though. You testing the spirit, bro. All right, listen. If you don't agree with what we're saying here, you can have a but listen, don't get out of order. All right, don't get out of order. Now, back to the fact of the matter. That's that liquor talking to you, man. No. Back to you. He's saying the same thing. 1836. He's saying the same thing. Right. He's saying the same thing. You really think it's the liquor?
You were starting
St. John. Yeah, St. John. God's not about this. Well, God is not about your racist white cops. It ain't about fucking right? I know you're a cop. I know you're a damn cop. I know you're a cop. And I know you killed a lot of niggas being racist.
Verse
In the world, the all you see is white. He's not racist. Your spirit. Your spirit. So your spirit is racist now? No,
1836. What's your spirit? Order. You read. Now stand on. That's what I know. Stand.